Okay, first you need a pretty good size there for your wire. And you want to make, I'm making a 9-inch ring. This is for my, my mom. So we are going to do 10 inches. So you want to make sure that you've got, you see right here, 10 inches. That's even. And we are making her a rose ring. Make sure it's on 10 inches. We got this little groove in this just so that so what you're gonna do is you're gonna wrap it around, but the little groove in it is for an inlay for your jewels. So this is called a ring maker. So I like to wrap it a couple of times there. So I've got it 3 times around, and I pull my wire straight here. And you keep it on the mandrel here, or the ring sizer, whatever you want to call it. And then I take like this, and then I give it a nice little twist here, which makes it nice and tight. This is artistry wire, guys, so if you're just starting this wire wrapping, you definitely want to start with this material because it is very forgiving. So what you're going to do next is you've got your twist there, so then you're going to give it another little twist here, and then you're going to give it a little push up here, and then you're going to do another little twist here, and then you're going to do another little twist. You want it kind of tight, so you want to bring it in to where you're like making flower petals, and you can pull on the wire, and then you push down so you got it nice and flat. And then you go around again and you give another little twist, and you're just, as you go around, you are slowly forming your petals, and you're making them a little bit bigger than what they were before. And you can always go back and push a little bit on that wire, or pull it a little bit tighter, whatever you need to do to make it start to look like a rose. So you keep pushing it, and you just kind of manipulate the wire a little bit, straighten the wire out, and then you keep doing the same thing. You just keep continually doing it over and over again until you've got a beautiful rose. And what you hope in the end is that you have enough wire to finish it off to where it looks nice. If not, you can always start over again. This wire is not very expensive, so it is very forgiving. Remember to give it another little twist, another little push here, start to shape it up a little bit more. As you can see, it's starting to look more and more like a rose as you pull it closer and closer. Just like so. Make sure it's nice and flat. And whenever you feel like you have your rose completely the way that you want it, you can give it another little twist right there. And then you're going to take your rose here, and you've got your 2 wires here, one on one side and one on the other. You're going to take it off of your mandrel, and you're going to see it's very nicely shaped here. And this is the easy part, so you're just going to give it a little bit of shape. You're going to give this like this. You're going to give it a little push out a little bit here. This is how I like to make my roses. And then you're just going to take, and this is such an easy wire to work with. So you can just take your fingers like this, and you're going to start to secure it right here. And you give it a little flat there. You can get your pliers out. And just give it to where it gets a little bit of tightness here. And then you're going to continue to wrap it as tight as you can around your wire here to secure it to make your ring. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to go on the other side so it stays secure, and we're going to give it a little tug underneath here. Make sure it pulls tight, and you want that flat right there, so you get your little pliers out here and you give it a little push right there around the wire, and then you just keep wrapping it there. Now if you want, you can even get a little fancy and put some little swirls in there. I don't know that I want to get that fancy with it. I'm not sure that she would like it, so we're going to keep it simple. And see how it's nice and flat, and then you can give it a little push with your thumb, and then one more twist there so it gets nice and secure around your ring. So you've got 3 wraps there. And then you take the back here and you give it a little push with your pliers. Sometimes you have to do it with your fingernail, just depends. And yeah, my fingernails get torn up when I wire wrap. That's why they're not painted all pretty. Now, one thing you do want to make sure is that they are bunched together, like I said, so you can take your little pliers and squeeze them together. Right there. Give her another squeeze there. You see right there. Try not to scratch this wire because it is a it is a coated wire. And this is made to look like an antique finished wire. I have some antique rub that I'll probably put on this where you can see right there I got a little bit of silver there. And you just do the same with the other one here. You're just going to continue to wrap it and wrap it tight. Nice and tight there. Give it a nice squeeze. And make sure that you've got 1, 2, 3 there, and 1, 2, 3 there. Now, if you have a little extra wire over, you want to take this back around this way and just clip it off here. Make sure you put your fingers out there so the wire doesn't go flying. Make sure that you clip it enough to where, and you want to clip it with the flat edge so that you don't have a pointed edge. As you can see right there, it's a nice flat edge. You can also sand it down just a little bit or with a fingernail file, which I have done before. But you want to try on the ring, make sure there's no jaggy pieces or anything that's going to hurt your customer. And you can see it came a little unshapen, so then you put it back on your ring manual. And also you want to check your size. And so you take it down here. You can stretch it out just a little bit. And you can see right there, you've almost got your knot size 9. It's just caught on the little jagged back there. It's got a little bit of forgiveness to it, like I said. So you can do that one, and you can also do this one. Let's see if I've got, here, this in here. That's